point is, just as the GMOA in the last 5 to 6 years were very much interested about increasing the salaries of the doctors, I hope and pray that you all act on this as well, as much as you all were interested about your personal gains. Dr. Ajit, you were also a vice president of the GMOA a long time back. Which year was that?
Actually, I was the general secretary of the GMOA from 1995 to 1997, 3 years. Then I was the vice president from 2000 to 2002. I would quote 2 instances where we took direct action on this type of issues. One was in 1995 when then Health Minister, Mr. Fauci, imported some substandard saline. It was a very well known issue and insisted the then CDDA director, Dr. Ajit Mendis. CDDA was the President Institute of the NMRA, Cosmetic Devices and Drugs Authority, and the then director was Dr. Ajit Mendis, who later became the Director General. He refused to give registration to this drug and he was immediately transferred by the minister. GMOA immediately struck work, and that was the instance where for the first time in the history AMS and GMOA got together and struck work. And we had a crisis in our association. I was the assistant secretary at that time, and the secretary resigned, saying this is a terrorist type of a strike. But we pre-warned, we said immediately replace the director, immediately send him to the substantive post, and
you all said action has to be taken.
Yes, drastic action. Within 24 hours,
it's for the public benefit.
He was reinstated. And there was inquiry on this issue, particular issue, and it was found this particular saline was substandard. And this drug was immediately withdrawn from hospitals. Right? And it
but don't you think such action has to be taken by the GMOA even now?
Such action has to be taken by responsible trade unions. That is one. Number 2, in 1997, SPC imported some substandard vaccines from again an institute in India, and we pre-warned and said, because we had our members in Family Health Bureau, they said that the packs were broken and the cold chain was not maintained and the quality of these particular vaccines were not good. And we had an outbreak of measles.
It's 1997, end of 1997.
Right? Sorry, whooping cough. Whooping cough. We had an outbreak of whooping cough. And at that instance, also, GMOA said the SPC has to be taken into task for importing such a vaccine, and the vaccine was withdrawn from the market. And there was inquiry, and it was found what we said was correct. Right? So I think it's the responsibility of the trade unions to act not only about their own issues, but act on behalf of patients as well. So that is a responsibility.
It has not been happening for the last 5 years.
I mean, it's up to you to take a decision. It's a democratic organization, but I want to remind the history of GMOA. And
so I want to